Hey everybody, it's Chris and we are back at Hollywood Beach. So in my last video, which was from downtown Hollywood, I said that the next video will be from the Fort Lauderdale water taxi. Well, the next video will be on the Fort Lauderdale water taxi. When I edited and scheduled the video on Hollywood Beach, I realized I did it an injustice by doing it exclusively in broad daylight on a weekday, and it was kind of dead. And I thought, you know what, I need to shoot it again, only in the evening. This is early evening. It's about 8 o'clock at night. We just set the clocks forward, so it's about 8 o'clock right now. The sun just set. And what I'm gonna do is basically walk down Hollywood Beach's Broadwalk when there's some nightlife going on and some crowds. This is a Sunday evening. This isn't quite what it would be on a Friday or a Saturday night, but I think you'll get a much better impression of it. So let's go for a walk. Okay, we're walking from north to south, as we did with that other video. We're starting not at the beginning of the Broadwalk, in the very northern most portion of it, but rather where the commercial district kind of starts, which isn't far from where my little boutique motel is, and we're gonna just walk south. So it's certainly more crowded than it was on our first video. One of the cool things is that lots of people enjoy the beach in the evening. You can see, I don't know if you can see with this iPhone in terms of the light, but there are crowds out on the beach. Also, I didn't show you, but I should have, that maroon sailboat is still on the beach there. I guess it's on like 40 days now that it's been there. Okay, there's a lot of people on the beach. I don't know what's going on, but I've never seen it like this. I hope the camera's picking it up. They're all young, of course. So there is a concert going on, but the music that we're hearing is not the concert at the band show. It's these guys. I'm walking fast because I want this video to be very as tight and short as I can make it. Pandemonium. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. So now we're approaching the Hollywood Beach Theater band shell. And I can tell by the light that there's a concert going on. I'm guessing that this is spring break traffic. Hollywood doesn't see as much spring break traffic as Daytona and Fort Lauderdale, but that's got to be what's driving all those kids on the beach.
Love can be a beautiful thing.
Look at all these people.
And we experience that love that's beautiful, but sometimes that love goes wrong. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, it just
I'm gonna
goes
just
wrong.
pan right here.
And then you end up building a little wall around your heart so you won't get hurt again. You don't want to get hurt again. You build that wall around your heart.
Okay,
That wall is made out of ice.
we've enjoyed the concert. Now it's time to move on.
But I'm not taking it out.
And I will also say that the unmistakable smell of marijuana is prevalent. That doesn't necessarily mean it's spring break, but it might be an indicator. So one of the things I mentioned in my first Hollywood Broadwalk video was that when they redid this Broadwalk, they redid it in brick paver and tile, and it's really nice. What I didn't mention was that they also did that with the streets that lead to the Broadwalk. And I'll kind of just take a minute to duck down to the next street, which is right here, and just show you what I'm talking about. These side streets here, like this one up here, were all like pavement, standard streets that would go right up to the Broadwalk, and the Broadwalk too was also of pavement. But when they redid it, the sidewalks and the streets themselves are all the way to A1A, which is the main drag, including, this is called Surf Road. Surf Road is also brick paver. And they did it in a decorative way as well. So they really pumped money into this place. Doing a good business tonight. And again, this is a Sunday night. If this were a Friday or a Saturday, it'd be even more jamming. Everybody likes ice cream.
Over it up there.
Here we go. It's like we're in Havana. This is like really pandemonium. So if you want to rent a bike, this is the guy to see, right?
Right here, Bike Shack.
Awesome. I do not want to rent a bike, but looks like they got a big selection. If you want a t-shirt or anything else related to the beach, I'm sure they've got what you're looking for. I think that might be the same store, I don't know. I should walk up on the deck there, but I'm not going to do that. You can see they've got a decent crowd at each of these little restaurants here. And yet no one's sitting on the beach. I wonder why these are empty. It's interesting. Okay, gang, I am walking back to my hotel, but instead of walking along the Broadwalk, which as you saw was complete pandemonium, I'm walking along A1A. The risk I face is getting hit by a car, but hopefully no one's drinking and driving and no one's gonna run up on the sidewalk. as a guy who's not a big fan of crowds and whatnot, and who likes to do his walks at times when there aren't a lot of crowds, I'm gonna walk home. Home, I mean, by home I mean to my hotel, along A1A. But I wanted you to see the Hollywood Broadwalk in all its glory, in terms of crowds and music and liveliness and all the rest of it. So again, I'm shooting this on a Sunday night, and my plan is to take the Fort Lauderdale water taxi from the Intracoastal Waterway right there to Fort Lauderdale and cruise around Fort Lauderdale and take you along with me. That's the plan. So I mean it, I'm sincere when I say that the next video will be taking the water taxi to Fort Lauderdale and around Fort Lauderdale. If you have any thoughts on anything we saw or anything we talked about tonight, please comment. If you like this video, I hope you did, but if you liked it, please hit that like button. I mentioned this many times on my moto vlog, and I know I'm saying this at the very end of the video when most people have already clicked off, but I don't like to ask people to like my videos at the beginning of the videos, because I don't like to ask them if they like the video before they saw the video. To me, that's like if I'm your waiter at a restaurant and I start the conversation, I introduce myself and say, how do you like the meal? You haven't even ordered it yet. So, but if you did like the video, if you would hit that like button, it helps the channel. I sure would appreciate it. I was gonna say crazy South Florida drivers, but my guess is, I don't know, a huge percentage of these drivers are not South Florida drivers. They're from places like New York and Rhode Island and New Jersey and all the rest of it, like me here on vacation. If you're not a subscriber to the channel yet, if you would subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. And until the next video, and again, I think that's gonna be on the Fort Lauderdale water taxi. Until then, thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.